What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Rest Hole Podcast. This is episode 28, but episode number 1 in the new studio. New studio, same host, brought to you as always by your boys, Tanner, Fred, and me, Zach Foreman. Tanner, say what's up.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are like the new setup we got going on here.
The new stew.
A little bit more personal here, a little more personal with the camera.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit better for everybody.
A little more organic, us talking to each other. You don't gotta look at the size of our heads.
Yeah.
Pretty nice stuff.
See the gear, the merch.
And we had a little money in the bank briefcase.
Stone
Cold Smoking Belt. Thank you to my cousin for letting us use that for the studio.
And we're gonna fill this in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, you guys have any ideas, suggestions about what kind of stuff we should put in here?
Let us know.
We're open to anything.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
But anyway, without further ado,
if you guys like wrestling content,
subscribe
down below, comment. We're on the socials, as they are, Instagram, Twitter, at Wrestle_pod. Mm-hmm. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Spotify. Mm-hmm. So, pay-per-view reviews. We have the road to WrestleMania starting in a week.
This is it.
This is the place to be.
If you're a wrestling fan, this is the time to get involved.
Yep. And if you're not,
this is
even
the
better
time
to get involved. Yeah.
There's not a better event to introduce somebody to wrestling
than the Royal Rumble,
or to get somebody back into wrestling than the Royal Rumble.
Especially because they announced that in February we're getting a chamber.
And the chamber is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Although this time, I don't know if you noticed, they're not doing a midweek special. They're catering they're catering to us this time.
Yeah. I do appreciate that they put the chamber in Saudi because I feel like with that
they're gonna make it.
They're gonna be forced to perform.
Yeah, it's gonna be a spectacle.
Saudi shows are normally pretty good. They put good matches on there.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be some garbage chamber.
No, I agree. Thus far, I mean, the Saudi shows are all good.
Yeah,
it's tough to watch them live because people are at work.
Yeah.
But here we go. We got the chamber on. Well, I think it's a Saturday again.
I think they're doing that a lot now. I don't know why.
No, I don't.
I mean, I think the obvious scapegoat answer is AEW.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the reason because it doesn't really make sense.
I mean, for this, the Royal Rumble, you get it. They don't want to go against football. It's Championship Sunday. Yeah. But for Saudi, I think it might just be a time zone thing where they are catering to us, but they don't want to screw over.
That's true.
The hosts.
Yeah, that's a good point. I saw though that they're going to put a lot on Saturdays now.
I'm not complaining because I would rather stay up till midnight, 1 a.m. watching a long pay-per-view on Saturday.
I get it for Mania, for sure. I get it for Mania, but most of the pay-per-views don't run past 10:30, 11, and
that's been lately. That's been the last few because they want to stretch. Where they were doing 5-hour pay-per-views for every pay-per-view.
But typically it's about 3 to 3.5 hours at the most. So 11-ish is typical.
I mean, maybe like you said, it's to compete with AEW.
My point more is just that you're a hardcore fan going to watch. But somebody's I'll watch a pay-per-view. It's on a Sunday. Gonna go out on Saturday night. Yeah. So I don't know.
It is an interesting dilemma because what audience are you catering to?
Yeah.
Like me, I'm watching, wrestling pay-per-view. Listeners of the pod, weekly viewers of wrestling, you're gonna stay in and watch a pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, the casual fan that you're trying to capture, trying to recapture and get back. For instance, the Royal Rumble. Sure, the Royal Rumble's fun. It's Saturday night.
Yeah. Lucky it's in the winter. Yeah. So a little bit less going out typically.
But imagine SummerSlam.
SummerSlam's tough. I think SummerSlam is on a Saturday this year.
SummerSlam is gonna be early August.
I think they changed it. I think it's end of July.
So late July, when the weather's beautiful everywhere.
People are going out on Saturdays.
It's going to be a tough sell.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like I said, I'll watch it.
No, it's going to be that middle of the road fan. Yeah, exactly.
Any news and notes outside the brass ring? I know we got the rumors about
Johnny G.
Yeah.
What is that? This Wednesday? It's supposed to be?
Right, it's Cleveland. Yeah.
Cleveland.
AEW in Cleveland, the big debut.
Yeah.
The stars are aligning.
What if it's not?
I hope it's not.
I hope it's not.
I would like to have him back.
Me too. I would too. I would love to see him at the Rumble.
Yeah, that would be a fun debut. Mm-hmm. You would definitely have a lot of people mark out for him. Yeah. Rebel hard hits instead of the way music. Yeah. But who knows? Yeah. Who knows?
It's similar to the Ciampa thing. It's how many people really know him.
But yeah, I guess. I guess.
I feel like with Ciampa and Johnny's a little easier because they were on the main roster for a very short time, but they were there.
They also had, they were the peak of NXT on national television.
That is true.
So like, while it was only 750 to 1 million viewers every week,
how many people saw the commercials?
Yeah, recognizable
his face. Yeah, that is a good point.
So I think Johnny and Ciampa would probably be, a good reaction. And like I said last time, people react to other people reacting.
That is very
so
true.
like they're going crazy, and then if like you're at home and you see the fans going crazy and it's loud and it's boisterous and explosions, pyro, whatever it is, like you might look up who Johnny is.
Yeah.
That might even benefit NXT.
That's true.
And maybe that's me being like optimistic, but who knows? Anything can happen.
No, that's a very good point. But I think it's similar to like, this is weird because once people saw the word phenomenal, they knew who it was.
Yes.
But like you didn't know who it was at first.
Right.
Like this music hits and you're like, who in the world is this? And it's the I and the M, and you're just like, who is this? And phenomenal, and obviously it's AJ.
AJ Styles.
But
I don't know if Johnny has something like that.
Is that the best surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble ever? The three that came to mind for me is that one. Mm-hmm. It's Cena at MSG, and then it's Edge the first time.
I was going to say Edge the first time might have it for me.
Those three are all really close.
And that's credit to Edge because, look, I like TNA enough, but I wasn't like watching TNA. So my appreciation for AJ Styles didn't really come until he was in WWE. But my love for Edge was always a love for Edge.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he did such a good job of keeping the cards close to the chest, where he's like, I'm not there.
I think Edge might get the edge.
Yeah.
Just because 10 years is a long time.
Yeah.
10 years is a long time.
Yeah.
And people don't really come back from stuff like that. That's not something that.
And they don't return in the fashion that Edge returned, best shape of his life, ready to go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Edge coming back is just awesome. And since he's been back, he's been part of every program.
Other than the injury,
every program he's been a part
consistent.
of. Great.
Yeah.
So, I got no complaints.
This one has a little bit to be desired. This is probably his bad one.
But it's he wanted to work with Beth. How else could they make it happen? How else? What other good couple or reliable couple?
The only other one was if he did it with Seth, but Becky wasn't ready.
Yeah, I mean, and no disrespect to the Miz, an all-time great, probably
kind of a waste of Becky and Seth.
Yeah.
You purposely leave the sticker on your shirt, right in the middle.
Okay. Down the shot. Had to leave it on. Malcolm Bivens' very own. I don't know. I just didn't even realize, but shining like a diamond. I'm a recruit.
Me and the creep going on outside WWE, other than the more just forbidden door rumors.
Yeah, so it's kind of addressed but not addressed. They're saying Tony Khan saying they did not contact AEW about using anybody. And
here's
do they have to?
They don't have to.
And Moxley saying he's not in it, and then Renee, she was saying how I miss the good times in WWE, but I don't think there are good times anymore. And then Vince, we can eliminate one person for sure. It's not Cody.
No.
Vince was adamant, we do not want Cody back at all.
So I mean, how can you?
No, you can't.
And not do what you do. Your position is your position, but you burn the bridge. The bridge is burned.
You can also go on this start a new company and still be respectful of your old boss.
Jericho.
And
that's
Jericho.
That's all it is, Jericho.
And
it's, I'm here for something else.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah. One more thing was today circulating is that Finn Balor is just going to be a jobber. And he's just going to be used to get people over now. And that's what's going on with Austin Theory.
Isn't his contract coming up?
I don't know.
I
thought he re-signed for a little bit. So I don't know necessarily. But then another rumor that comes out is, Vince doesn't want Finn Balor to go to AEW. Well,
of course
you can't have it both ways.
No, 100%.
So it's you got to believe in the guy and give him a rub and let him get a good run, or you got to lose the guy.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose the guy because he's. I mean, I think everybody who watches wrestling, whether you like the guy or not, can appreciate his ability.
Yeah.
If the character's not for you, fine, character's not for you. But Finn Balor, the wrestler, is an extremely talented wrestler. Insanely good.
Yeah.
So that's a bad loss.
That's a very bad loss.
And you're not going to be making any friends if the rumor is circulating that you want him to be a jobber.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're having him do a job, it's one
That's
thing.
different.
But if you're saying that he's going to be a jobber and be like the veteran that just gets rolled over to like propel people to the next level.
He's not there yet.
What the article I was reading, which like you take these articles.
I meant like age-wise.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like he's not like Ray.
Right, but you take these articles with a grain of salt, obviously. But they were saying like since they let go of Jeff, they're just plugging in Finn where Jeff was supposed to be. So putting people over, like getting. I hate that.
Yeah, that's really bad.
That's so bad.
Because like him in Theory could have a really cool feud. And I don't have an issue with him doing a job for Theory. I think he should do a job for Theory.
Even if he was at the end, comes out and wins as like Demon Finn over Theory.
That's fine.
Which like
he lost to the Demon.
Yeah, that's a huge rub.
The only person who beats the Demon is Roman.
Yeah, the ropes.
The ropes, yeah, not even Roman.
But like that's just so crazy to think about is that Finn was feuding with Roman, had the upper hand on Roman. Immediately went to the Raw main event picture. No, because he was in the Fatal 4-Way. Remember, he was all of that, multiple matches in the title picture. Then dropped Austin Theory.
You know what?
They just pulled the rug.
They view him as like jobber Seth.
Yeah.
I feel like they use him. They're like, if we need a good match, he's the guy.
You know what he's
but
like
he's
right
never
now?
gonna win it.
This is terrible, but you know what he is right now? Cesaro.
Yes.
Finn Balor is smaller.
He is following
Cesaro.
the path of Cesaro. Absolutely.
You need a good match. You
He's
can trust the guy,
and you'll never win.
Safe. Yep. And then the fans will get behind him. He'll get to the top of the mountain.
And he'll lose.
And he'll lose.
Yep.
And he'll lose.
Yeah.
That's
pretty spot on. It's unfortunate.
It is because it wasn't that way.
No.
He was Universal Champion, the first ever.
Yeah.
Like Finn Balor was the guy.
Yeah.
And then since that peak, it's kind of been like slowly going downhill.
Yeah.
He's had his chance to come back, slowly going downhill.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's bad.
That's really bad.
You don't want to lose Finn Balor.
No. And like we keep saying, like you need. Not that I even think he's a mid-card guy, because I don't. I think he's 100% a main event talent.
Right.
But main event talent can be mid-card guy.
You know what's perfect? Let me just jump into Raw real quick.
Sure.
So Finn Balor is the same tier of wrestler as Kevin Owens.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a fair statement.
100% fair.
Like they're both very talented.
The second highest tier.
Second highest tier of WWE wrestling.
They're top 15 to 10.
And since Seth is now feuding in the main event with Roman, guess what Kevin Owens is doing? He's beating Damian Priest.
Yeah.
He gets a pin over Damian Priest. Hopefully, if Kevin Owens doesn't win the Rumble, which was like your prediction,
I did talk about that.
If he doesn't win the Rumble, he needs to be United States champion.
I have no idea now who wins the Rumble.
Yeah, because I do think they're going with Kevin Owens United States champion.
I do as well.
And I love that.
Is his theory?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. He doesn't need to win right away.
You think he can just win the thing and lose?
Why not?
Lose?
Why not?
I guess not. That's a good point.
Because if you're losing, look at the title picture right now. And these four guys are going to be in the title picture going to Mania with maybe like the exception of like they squeeze in Drew McIntyre if he's healthy.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Roman, Seth, Brock, and Bobby.
Yeah.
There is no shame in losing to any of those guys.
No, absolutely not.
Especially on the biggest stage.
Not at all.
And if you're first year on the main roster, main event in WrestleMania,
no, that's a good point.
Is there any bigger like vote of confidence?
Not at all. Yeah, no, it's you're right.
They love you.
They like you a lot. Yeah.
I don't think he wins. With that being said,
he's not ready to win. He's not ready to be champion. He's not ready to be the champion.
No, and I think that him and Finn will work itself out before he gets like a big push.
I definitely think his character could use some work.
I don't like the character.
I don't hate it. It just I don't really know what it is.
But like arrogant, like all day Austin Theory is a character
That
himself.
was good.
He
Yeah,
doesn't need to be
this weird
taking
guy.
selfies.
Yeah, I don't love that.
Doesn't need the selfies.
No, it doesn't. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. So you look at Finn Balor, you have rumors like that circulating, and you wonder why people are unhappy in WWE.
Yeah.
It's like
let's just stay on the topic of the Rumble, and I don't want to do like another early prediction type of thing, but in years past, it's been pretty clear and obvious for the most part who's going to win the Rumble.
There's always been like 3 or 4 guys going in where you're like
probably going to be one of these guys. Like last year, it was like Edge was one, Big E was another.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan, I believe, was the third.
Yep.
And then the women's was Bianca. Was Rhea up already? No, she was a surprise one.
Yeah, but it
pretty
was
much Bianca.
It was always Bianca.
It was Bianca. We all kind of knew that. I had no idea. For the women, I would put my money on a surprise return.
Yeah.
Whether that's let's say a non full timer right now.
Yeah.
Because that could be Lita. That could be one of the injured people. That could be Nikki Bella, because they did say she has more matches in her to use if she chooses to. The men's, I have no idea.
I really hope it's Asuka for the women. Just saying.
I like Asuka. I like Bayley as well.
Yes, I think either of them will be a satisfactory victory.
I hope it's not Asuka. Honestly.
You just want her to face Becky with the story itself.
I don't think you need it.
Yeah. Story
SmackDown has nothing.
Look, like I said, I don't want to rehash the entire discussion that we had. But Lacey Evans coming back, winning, and going to face Charlotte.
No, that's fine. That's good. I think the other option over there is Naomi.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those two, unless Bayley comes back. I think just put her on SmackDown.
Either way, that's probably fine.
I will not be surprised if they just do Sasha and Charlotte.
Yeah.
That would shock me.
They love that. They will revisit the well with those 4 women as many times as they can.
Literally forever.
Until one retires. And then they'll just cycle in 3, and it'll be a triple threat every pay-per-view.
Yeah. But the men's, they're not pushing anyone. There's no storylines. There's no storylines like, hey, you're going to be next man up.
And as we sit here today, January 20th, 9 days out of the Rumble?
I believe so.
9 days out of the Rumble? I couldn't tell you with a good, faith prediction of who I have. Because I don't know.
If you
gun to your head, you got to take one.
I think with Kevin Owens doing this now, I think you have to go Big E.
I just hate it so much.
I also don't like it, but I don't know who do you even consider?
And look, again,
I'm also in mind with this being Drew's not healthy.
Yeah, Drew's not going to be in the Rumble.
No, so I don't know who else is even on that level.
And that's why you need someone from Raw to win, because Drew is going to main event at WrestleMania and win the belt off whoever has it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
but this is getting way too futuristic.
Well, let's hash it out. Let's talk about the Royal Rumble PPV as a whole then, instead of just a match. Mm-hmm. So Seth has to win, right?
So for all the viewers that watched SmackDown this week, I was a non-believer. I was, no way Seth Rollins wins. They're not doing this. This is thrown together just to have a good match because Brock and Bobby. I am now a believer. The promo package worked enough. They got Roman past Brock for the longest reigning Universal Champion.
Yep.
I was thinking they would go for the longest reigning champion.
Okay.
Obviously, Bruno not included.
Yeah, okay. So,
and I don't think he's that far out, isn't it?
Who is it? It's Brock, right? No, Brock beat Punk. Because remember, he had 6 title defenses over 3 years, and then CM Punk got pissed, but justifiably so.
Isn't there somebody else?
I think it's Brock. I mean, I'll check it quick while we're talking.
Okay, so if that prediction is all wrong, right? If, for instance, it's not a record getting chased any longer, then sure, I believe it even more that Seth is going to win.
But my thing with that, it's okay. Brock is the longest reigning Universal. I mean, Brock was. Roman just passed him.
And who's the longest heavyweight?
CM Punk is 434.
Yeah.
Is the longest world champion in modern history until this year.
Roman just passed that, or?
Roman's at 5 and change. So it's Roman and then Bruno. So there's nothing to chase.
Okay, so then forget what I was saying.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah, I thought there was another, but
it's just I feel like 500 days isn't that long.
That's why I thought there was somebody else.
I mean, I know it's a long time. It's a year and a half.
It's a year and a half, yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it's that long. That no one else has ever done it.
Right. I also don't feel like it's been that long for Roman, which is a credit to how good his character is.
It doesn't, but when you really start to think about it, it's been a while.
Yeah, no. If you
Bray Wyatt was wrestling.
Yeah, if you go through all his feuds that he's been in, it's they've all been substantial, decent length feuds.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
But the culmination of the run itself doesn't feel that long.
Who's he feuded with? He's had
Kevin Owens.
He started with Bray and Braun.
That
was the first.
Yep.
Then it was Kevin Owens.
Yep.
There was Cesaro.
Yep.
There was
Big E on SmackDown.
Big E. There was Jay.
Yep.
He didn't really feud with Big E though. Big E never got a title shot.
Well, didn't he?
I don't think.
Well, he did Xavier. But
did Xavier get a title shot?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5. Cena.
Yep.
Brock.
Cena.
Finn. Daniel Bryan and Edge.
Yeah.
So 9.
It's a lot in a
It's
year
a
and a half.
lot. Yeah. That's true. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Okay. That's pretty good, actually. That's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
He's been really active. And
Yeah,
somehow,
that's good.
to his credit, every story has been a little bit different. And it's all been
Yeah,
kinda
it definitely
unique
has been
to
different.
the character.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But anyway, get back on track here with Seth and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I guess right now, 9 days out, I'm kind of leaning Seth.
My thought process was not even like thinking about what we see on TV, because obviously that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But why bring Rollins across to have him lose? And I understand maybe it's just a good match.
Yeah.
To have on the Royal Rumble, which
Yeah.
is, well, other than that,
So the way I saw it is, when I was thinking like Seth definitely losing, when I was all in the camp of Roman Reigns, I was thinking his loss to Roman means nothing when he goes back and feuds with Bobby.
of course not.
So like,
do you think he's just going to go back and immediately feud with Bob?
well, because he is still wrestling main event matches with Bob on Raw.
So you think Bob's winning?
So my problem is somehow we're ending up with Brock and Roman at Mania.
Well, you just said Drew was in.
There's 2 belts. So
But you
one
said
of,
the SmackDown belt.
so that's what I'm saying. Somebody has to lose. And
Here's the thing, though. I think no matter what, that feud is the SmackDown feud. Because the other one's just going to be the Raw feud. Because unless they both lose, or both win, I mean.
And that's why I'm saying one of them has to lose on Royal Rumble. And I don't know
Which
who
one?
is
I
gonna
really
win.
don't know which one.
Because that's where the difference is going to. Because I'd be willing to bet this podcast that one of them has to lose.
They have to. They have to lose.
They need to split them so that they can get that feud
Yes.
to Mania
Yes.
for the title.
Absolutely.
Because as we discussed, they're not unifying those titles. That's not happening.
No.
So they're going to need to split them up. And as much as it pains me to say, I think Seth has a better chance
I
than
think
Bob.
for sure Seth has a better chance than Bob. And again, I don't really like that either,
Yeah.
personally. But yeah, I think for sure Seth has a better chance than Bob.
And you want to know why I say that?
Mhm.
My implication is the only way Bobby will actually win is a hurt lock on Brock Lesnar. Like, he's not going to spear Brock Lesnar into
He has to hurt lock him. Yeah.
And they're not going to have Brock pass out, tap out, whatever it is, then go face Roman. It's like an optics thing for me. Because they protect their champions pretty well.
I agree.
So, like,
But I don't know if I agree or disagree. It's a weird one.
But I say that, right? And then
because of the myth of the hurt lock.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the martial lock back in the day. So like, is that really that?
is it embarrassing to lose like that, to get passed out? Because nobody said anything about Drew when Drew went to sleep.
Drew went to sleep.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I mean, Drew isn't Brock.
In that same breath,
Drew's not.
I take that logic and I apply it to Roman, though. Is Roman getting curb stomped and then going to face Brock Lesnar?
Exactly.
It's impossible for me to predict. Like, I think
This is tough. This is actually really tough.
as much as I don't know who's going to win the Rumble, I also don't know who's winning any other match.
That's the thing that's even more
Except for
interesting.
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch is winning for
Yeah.
sure.
That's the only one.
Other than this is a really sticky situation, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing yet. I haven't decided, but we're not accounting for a Royal Rumble winner in our Mania plans right now.
No.
Somebody else is going to be there.
Well, I am and I'm not, right? So I am in the sense that Brock and Roman is happening,
Yeah.
but I'm not accounting for who else is facing who else for the title.
That's the thing.
And because we have no clue who wins, I don't know.
That's what makes this really tough.
Yeah.
That's it. I think if Bobby and Brock is the first match,
Bobby can go win.
Bobby is winning the Royal Rumble. Bobby's going to lose and win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, if he loses.
Do you think Brock wins the Royal Rumble? Do you think the loser of that match wins the
Okay.
Royal Rumble?
I think that is a very safe play. Because whoever loses that match instantly recovers by dominating the Royal Rumble. Instantly recovers. It's like, I just got caught. That's
Yeah.
it. And like, if Brock's
I think that makes a lot of sense for Brock.
And
I got caught.
Yeah, if you're caught in the hurt lock and Bobby, Bobby's Bobby.
It's a big man.
Yeah, it's like
It's
no
a grown
shame.
man.
No shame in losing to the
No, that's
Almighty.
a grown man, yeah.
And I hate to say this, right?
Mhm.
But just bear with me.
Sure.
I would love Bobby and Drew to main event again.
I don't think I would.
I
And
would love to see it.
I
And this
think they're
time
both
Drew gets
very
the
good.
upper hand, though. It would happen.
No, 100% would. I think that's why I don't want it.
Yeah,
I also think we saw it so many times.
I know.
And it wasn't that long ago.
I know. But that that match at Mania was
I think if it had ended after that match at Mania, I would be all in with this. But because they wrestled 18 more times, I don't know if I want to see that again.
That also goes against what I'm saying about Seth. So like I'm having no logical consistency here. The Royal Rumble has me in a blender. I'm all over the place.
This is an interesting thing to keep talking about as we're moving towards, the road to WrestleMania itself.
Mm-hmm.
For the women, we're talking about Asuka and Becky.
Yep.
I think that's the most likely Mania match, personally.
She's got to be healthy by now.
I think it has to be Asuka and Becky. If Asuka comes back, I think Asuka and Becky is the most likely Mania match in however that happens. Or Charlotte and whatever it looks like.
Did Shayna Baszler get fired?
Yeah.
I was like drawing a blank.
Wait, did she?
I don't know.
I don't think.
I
don't know.
Jamie, pull that up. This is. I feel like I should know this.
Jamie, pull that up. We need a Jamie.
Yeah, we need a Jamie bad.
If anybody wants to be a Jamie,
let us know.
She's on. She's on SmackDown.
So I don't know, man. I don't think she wins. But
no, she hasn't been on TV.
Yeah.
I still like Raquel.
No, I love Raquel.
I think Raquel and Charlotte would be really cool.
Yeah. And
I think having Raquel toss Charlotte out would be really cool.
Yeah.
But
it is weird that Charlotte entered the Rumble.
That's to set something up because they have nothing. And I think it's Lita.
And then the winner doesn't even have to.
I think
face Charlotte.
You know what? If I had to put a pick in right now, I think it's Lita.
Wins the Rumble or throws out Charlotte?
Both.
Well, the way I see it is someone can throw out Charlotte and then lose and still face Charlotte.
No, I get it.
Because
true.
You're mad that you ruined.
WWE loves their moments.
They do.
They love their moments.
Drew to Brock.
Mm-hmm. Edge winning 1-30.
Mm-hmm.
Telling me Lita tossing Charlotte and then winning the Rumble wouldn't be a moment that they play for the next 1,800 years.
Yeah, probably the generations collide.
Exactly.
One of the greatest of all time versus the greatest of all time. Yeah. Maybe.
The point I'm getting to here. One of those two matches is main eventing night one.
Yeah, the women's.
It is. It is going to main event night one. Because Roman's going to main event night two.
100%.
No matter what.
No matter if he's the champ or not.
He is main eventing night two.
He is main eventing night two. Main eventing WrestleMania.
Yes.
As he says.
Yes.
Which he does.
So, what do they do on the other side?
So I don't care when my pay-per-view opens with the title match.
No, I like that too. I thought at first, I know we were debating what they start with.
Yeah.
And when it first came out that they were going to do the championship match first, I was a little upset at first.
But
when I first heard it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the music hits and the crowd gets into it.
And when are you more awake than the first
Of course.
match?
And, not thinking about first match back in quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And then these two guys go to war.
Yeah.
Right choice.
Yeah.
Like, they know what they're doing with that.
Yeah.
Do you do that again with whoever that is? Bobby and Seth or whoever that looks like?
The formula works.
It did work. So I don't know.
I don't want to spend too much time on it because we have at least one more episode about the Rumble and then many more on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But the Royal Rumble's got me in a blender, man. Because the implications of the Royal Rumble, it's like, this is the foundation for the road to WrestleMania.
We talk a lot about, if you watch enough wrestling or enough WWE, you can see the signs.
Yes.
You can see what they're doing. You can see the signs. This time I see nothing, but I don't think it's a good thing.
No, I was about to say, this is because they don't know what they're doing yet.
I would not be surprised if they don't have anybody in mind yet.
You know what happened, and it's not his fault, obviously, but Roman test positive for COVID, everything changed.
100%.
Because this would have been entirely different right now.
Would it though?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
Well, because the Brock and Roman thing would have happened.
Okay.
And Brock would be champion or he wouldn't.
That's my thought. I know we talked about that rumor.
Yeah.
But if that rumor is true, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
If, that threw up everything.
Brock was supposed
just
to win.
have Brock win the other
Seth
one.
was supposed to win.
Just have Brock win the other one and then
have
flip
Seth
it.
win and reverse the roles, and now Roman goes. But from the outside looking in, which is like all we can do, we're fans.
Of course, yeah.
And just pulling, things out of the air. Like, I don't know if SmackDown wants to lose Roman Reigns. Like, SmackDown's pretty freaking bad.
They're not going to lose him because Brock will come across and Seth will go back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Roman would go to Raw.
Yeah.
I think Seth would go back to Raw, and Brock,
With the
as a
title
free agent,
Monday
will
Night
come to
Raw.
SmackDown.
Yeah, because Seth's probably not leaving Becky either.
No, yeah, of course not. What's funny is, like, I doubt, because I don't have the confidence in them to do this long term. Them making Brock a free agent saved them on a lot of different fronts.
Yeah, they didn't see this coming at all.
No, but the fact that it's there saves them a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Because they can kind of just do whatever they want.
Yeah. When they were like, I'm Brock Lesnar, I do whatever. It's like, yeah, good.
No, that works.
Perfect.
Yeah, works for me.
Yep.
And now with this Roman situation, they can fix it if they want to go back to the original plans, whatever that was.
And then, kind of when you say that, we're playing it out as we go, but like, you just have Brock come over to SmackDown when Seth's parading his championship, and he's like, yeah, this is my show, and Seth's just being like,
no.
Yeah, and just leave. Like,
yeah.
I'm not feuding with you.
Yeah,
I'll go back.
I got my belt, I'm good. Yeah.
Man.
That'll be interesting.
Got me in a blender.
There's a lot going on.
The Royal Rumble is, and it's not like they're dropping hints. We're watching. You watch Raw, you watch SmackDown, NXT for like a hint of like maybe a debut or nothing.
Nothing. Literally.
Nothing.
I think I was looking at the thing today. 20 of the men's Rumble is decided. Or it might have been the women's.
The women's is pretty full because they've just been pumping in what's it called? All the returns.
I still think they're missing like a lot of people. I still think they're like 20 short.
Oh, pulling up WWE Instagram, just as a outside the brass ring, we didn't even talk about the 2K22 trailer.
Oh, Rey Mysterio?
Yeah. No, but like they dropped the full one. Like they had Tim the Tatman.
I didn't see that.
It's good, man. The game looks really, really good.
I mean, it was definitely a good idea for them to take a year off because
really
they were
struggling.
Yeah. 2K was struggling with that.
The game looks good now.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. I saw the picture. I'm trying to see if I can grab
how come WWE?
All right, here's the men's one.
Read it.
That's currently declared.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy, the Mysterios, Theory, Street Profits, Sir Kofi, Hand of the King, Madcap, Corbin. Okay. Interesting now. Priest, Big E, Kevin Owens, Styles, Sheamus, Johnny Knoxville.
Which one of those people sounded like they could win? AJ Styles?
AJ Styles is one, and they said they're going to have a big year. I would not be mad about Seth and AJ at WrestleMania.
Everything gets...
That would not bother me in the slightest.
Seth beats Roman, I'm upset. Seth beats Roman to face AJ, I'm less
upset.
I'm less
upset.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is another potential winner, I think.
I really hope Kevin Owens becomes United States champion.
And then Big E's the other one. Those are the three I feel like are.
And
then Dark Horse is third.
Honestly, but for today, I would have said Finn Balor too.
Yeah.
But now
he's not even officially declared yet. Yeah. But he'll be in for sure. And then the women has a lot. Mm-hmm. The women's is what's her name? Dana Brooke, Charlotte, Bianca, Liv, Rhea, Natalya, Shotzi, Naomi, Aaliyah, Tamina.
Forgot about Shotzi.
Yeah, Shotzi's around. Shayna Baszler. The Carmella. I'm blanking really bad right now. Zelina.
Yeah.
That's the one. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Long week. Nikki Ash. Is that Kelly? Yeah, I think that is Kelly. Yeah, it looks like her. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay. Mickey James.
Kelly's winning. No, I'm just kidding.
Lita, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Michelle McCool, and Summer Rae.
Yeah, someone not on that list is winning.
I think Lita right now. If I had to pick someone, it's Lita.
Yeah.
There's 9 more people yet to be declared.
Someone not on that list is going to win.
Where are they finding 9 women?
They're probably making a lot of phone calls. Like, hey, do you want to be in the Royal Rumble? To a bunch of like veterans or retirees or Hall of Fame.
You gotta think EO. Yes, I would say EO.
So Raquel,
I would think.
So that's 2. I can't see anyone else from NXT.
I could see Dakota.
Maybe Kaylee Ray.
I could see Dakota before Kaylee Ray. I think has Dakota been in a Rumble?
Was she last year?
I feel like she has.
Might have been.
I could see her in a Rumble.
Don't quote me on it. I don't know.
No, I'm not sure. That might not be real, but I could see that.
Then you got to think Bayley's almost back. I hope she's in it.
Yeah.
Lacey has been talking about coming back. I hope she's in it. But Lacey's a little different, so I don't really know what obviously I don't know what pregnancy is like, but I don't know what the return time for that is. Like,
how long after Becky was she? Do you remember?
Not long.
Wasn't that much longer,
And
right?
Becky's been back for
since August.
6 months.
Yeah.
And then Asuka.
I feel like Asuka's been gone for a while.
Asuka's been gone for a very long time.
Yeah.
What?
No,
Since she got her
kicked.
her teeth kicked in, or whatever.
Alexa
Right?
Bliss, yeah, not yet declared. So that's
Yes.
22. But she'll be in for sure.
Yeah, and then that kind of fills it up with what we said.
If those 3 come back, we're at 25.
And
then 3 from NXT,
Yeah.
roughly 28.
Yeah.
And 2 more. I could see them shoehorning
Somebody.
Bethany.
Yeah.
Maurice.
Probably not, because based on Raw, they're going full steam ahead with that match.
I think they could do both.
Yeah, probably, but
I could see it. If they need it, then they can just go.
yeah, if they can't get anyone.
Yeah. But I mean,
Let us know your guys' thoughts.
yeah.
You guys
I hate that if you can't get
Yeah.
anyone. Just call somebody up. They don't have to stay up.
Yeah.
Just let them come up, have the experience,
I agree.
hang out for 3 minutes and get thrown out. Who cares?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, let us know your guys' thoughts. If you guys have a surprise entrant or anything like that, or
Any
someone-
surprise? I think that any surprise entrant on the men's side as
yeah,
well would
anyone,
be fun.
or someone you want to see in it.
Yeah, because it's with the women's, it's actually a lot more exciting, fun to talk about it because you have these 3 women that are really talented,
Yeah.
that are coming up injuries. Men's, you don't really have that. You don't really have like when's this guy coming back kind of thing. It's really just you see what you got.
The only thing we said was Ciampa, and he's clearly not on NXT right now.
Yeah.
So everybody else, man, they're not pulling anyone from 2.0 up. No way. There's no Breaker. There's no Mello. There's no.
Odyssey was when we talked about it with the TV, but I think it's unlikely.
Odyssey is out for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I really don't know. I could see a Pete Dunne,
Maybe.
just someone they trust,
Maybe.
but
Like,
that's
he-
a huge maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I really.
I don't see much,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. I mean, let's just. I don't know.
Is there anyone even down there?
That's-
I hate to say down there, but anybody over there that's like
No.
has main roster experience at
Well,
all?
I see AJ Styles in it. Maybe Grayson Waller.
Maybe Grayson
Yeah,
Waller.
maybe Grayson Waller.
I think would be a cool one, just to bring him up. Don't keep him up.
Oh, you know who's finally? Go ahead. You
Would
first.
be Roddy.
Yeah, Roddy.
That's someone you can trust.
Yeah.
He'll give you fun, cool pop.
Or, staying along the lines of Roddy, NXT, just lost to Walter. Just freaking pop Walter in there.
It won't get the pop.
You don't think?
Nah.
You think Roddy would get the pop more than Walter? Or you just don't want to waste Walter's debut?
I don't think
like
you
that?
waste Walter, and
I see that.
I hate to say that like you're wasting Roddy
Well,
because
no.
I love Roddy's one of my
Right.
favorite people in NXT. I don't
Yeah.
talk about Roddy's praises enough, honestly,
Mhm.
but like he's more of like your Cesaro type guy,
Yeah.
where it's
Or
like
worker,
good
belt
match, safe,
Tag belt
get you
guy.
your spots, and they'll do
Yeah.
your job for you.
Yeah.
Walter, I feel like he's more of a presence,
Mm-hmm.
and to just have him, because I don't think you want to bring up someone that's not gonna lose relatively, not like 3 seconds, but within 7 to 10 minutes.
But I mean, you could have. Yeah, no, I agree with you because that's kind of what they'll do. But like, you could have Walter have an incredible showing.
No, you could,
And
absolutely.
then like that gets him.
No, 100%.
Um,
I think it'd be more impactful to just bring him a pyramid
Yeah.
once, to have him like jump Roman or something like that.
RK Bro's not in there yet, right?
They're probably on a title match.
Maybe.
But they still could be in
What I
it.
was gonna say, who's finally gonna show up? I'm sure. Veer. We get Veer in the Rumble. He's walking from India.
I mean,
He's walking. He's gonna be here eventually.
I think it's more likely he shows up at Saudi.
Yeah, because he's walking.
Yeah, it's probably on the way. Yeah.
Oh
But
boy.
I don't know what's up with that. They need to do that. That's a
Veer's
problem.
been coming to Raw for the last month and a half. More.
It's been way longer.
Since the draft.
Since literally the draft.
Yeah.
Which was like the middle of the summer.
Yeah. But wow.
Or right after the summer, whatever it was. Yeah.
Veer is coming to Raw.
Terrible.
I don't even think they run the vignette anymore, right?
How can you? How can you take yourself
It's-
seriously and
yeah.
still run that?
I don't know, man. With that said, should we jump into the weekly television a little bit?
I mean, what's there to talk about that we didn't already? That's the only thing that's
Roman and
tough.
Seth, good face-off, good promos.
Yeah, like,
okay.
I feel like we
Lita
touched on the
returns.
important
Yeah.
stuff.
What we didn't touch on is the Viking Raiders are the
Yes,
next ones up in
yes.
the Bloodline.
I think that will be on a SmackDown episode rather
Yeah.
than on the Rumble.
So then the Usos will be in the Rumble.
I believe that to be true. Or one of them.
At least main event Jay.
Why is Xavier not for the Rumble yet? Do you know?
Do I care? No, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
Weird that it was just Kofi.
Yeah. Is Ricochet in the Rumble?
Not yet.
He should be in the Rumble.
He should definitely be in the Rumble.
He will be in the Rumble.
100%.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he'll get tossed into the 8th row by somebody.
And
Omos will probably be in.
And Kofi's in, right?
Kofi is in, yeah. Okay. Officially declared. You didn't see it, the scroll. Remember you had the scroll? Yeah.
No.
Head of the king.
Head of the king. Raw, Rollins main events again with Bobby Lashley.
He's gonna be pulling double duty.
Yeah, he's be double duty for a little bit.
See what happens, but.
Okay. We briefly touched on this before the episode. I just want to bring this up. This is a major flaw in WWE booking, of which there are many, but this is a big one.
I'm interested.
Doudrop and Becky Lynch defeating Bianca Belair and Liv.
Nothing I love more than the champion and contender.
I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. This is like 6 years.
What I do appreciate though is that they won. They just won.
Yes.
They just didn't lose.
Yes.
Because normally you lose, but they just didn't lose.
But this is like 6 years of WWE just like, what we're gonna do is have a match, and the week before that match, have them as a tag team. No, that doesn't work. You want them on TV? Have them cut another promo with each other.
Yes.
You want them on TV? Have them both have singles matches.
Why bury Bianca and Liv like that? Why do that? Why make them do a job? Because now I'm like, well, they're not winning the Rumble.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Beside myself. This is literally, and like I'm saying 6 arbitrarily, it's actually probably more.
It's way more.
Yeah, like it's probably more because when they run with something, they just run with it.
I mean, I have vivid memory currently in my head of Cena and Randy teaming up against the entire Raw roster.
You're so right.
Cena like catching people, throwing them off RKOs before it breaks down, obviously. But and that's at least 12 years ago. At least. Yeah. At least 12 years before Mania 25 for sure.
Yep. That is very long.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Everyone knows how it goes. It's either you reluctantly work together and win, or you turn on each other. You bicker with each other and cost one of them the loss. It's only 2 outcomes. Yeah. There is no clean loss. No. It's like, it's stupid. It's insulting. Like,
it's really bad.
Nobody wants to watch it.
No.
And it's like, you take this match, right? And I understand you only have so much TV time. But it's a 3-hour show. Yeah. You want all these people on? You go Doudrop versus Bianca, you go Becky versus Liv. Or you switch it because you've seen those other two. I'm just saying, if you
I get that. I think it's hard because you want to get all 4 of them on TV is the point.
Or you split them and you go Bianca and Becky. And like, you can't, obviously not, but like, it's got to be something else. You can't do this.
I think what you'd really do is
none of it.
No, if you're gonna do it, if you want all 4 of them on TV, you do. Well, you want Doudrop to win. That was the point, right?
Right.
You do Doudrop and Liv. Mm-hmm. You have Becky come out on commentary to scout Doudrop, and you have Bianca there to support Liv or whatever.
If you needed that,
if you want them all on TV, Bianca. Like but the point is, if you want them all on TV, that's how you do it.
But this did good for nobody.
No.
Like, Doudrop, you know who Doudrop did good by? By winning the triple threat to get the match.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what this does for Becky? Nothing. You know what this does for Bianca and Liv?
Nothing.
Buries them.
Yeah, bad.
You lost again.
Yep.
Liv can't stop losing.
Yeah.
Bianca's on a skid now.
Yeah.
So am I supposed to take these 2 serious moving forward?
Yeah.
You got to climb back up to the mountain. Mm-hmm. Like, Bianca was next man up.
Yeah.
She is no longer next man up.
Pretty much.
She will be, I'm sure. But like, logically following is she's not next man up.
No. Here's the thing. I like Bianca. I think Bianca's really good. I like Liv. I think Liv is good, going to be very good.
Agreed. Yeah.
If this pace keeps up, neither of them are on Mania.
No. Neither of them will be on Mania.
Unless they do whatever the hell they did last year. No, oh my God. Are they going to be a tag team? Are they going to win the belts in Mania? Or soon, before that even? Because the belts are on SmackDown.
They've done worse things than that.
No, they've
more
had
more absurd pairings than that.
Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash.
Well, yeah.
ASH. My apologies to the corporate.
But
that's the only way to get them on that I can see. unless you have them do a program with each other.
I literally couldn't. This sounds terrible.
I could not care less.
I couldn't care at all. Like,
not at all.
One, I don't care about women's tag matches. They're not ever good.
They have a tendency to be bad.
And they don't have the people.
Yeah.
Like
to have a tag division.
When you
they
had
don't
the
have a
roster,
division.
it was a different story.
Yeah.
They were okay.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have the people anymore.
That's the thing. Like 2.0 is scraping by with a women's tag division.
Yeah.
Like they're doing their best. Like they're definitely doing their damnedest to try to put something together.
They're throwing women together to face Toxic Attraction.
Yeah. Like they have like legitimately like 3 tag teams. I say my thoughts were top. I wasn't including them. Mine was Toxic Attraction, Carter and Canzero, and then Indy and Persia.
I guess.
That would at least make sense.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like, hey, these are 2 people.
Yeah.
It's like this does make sense.
Right. And then you have Io and what's her face
Zoe
thrown
Stark.
together. Yeah, Zoe Stark, and Zoe's hurt, so that's no more.
Yeah.
On the main roster,
There's nothing.
get rid of the belt.
Yeah, it's a shame because like, it was a good idea at the time when you had Bailey and Sasha, you had the Iconics, you had the Riot Squad, you had whatever.
Women's tag.
You had women's tag teams.
Yeah.
Now you do not have that.
You don't. You barely have women.
Yeah. I think it'd be way more beneficial to just do a third, like an intercontinental women's belt, basically.
I don't see why they don't do that because I understand there's only so much TV time.
No, because it's
make a
just
fighting
not
women's
even.
champion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Because I think honestly, what would benefit the women's division so much, make like. I'm gonna say it like this, and I'll explain what I mean. Make like a 24/7 women's belt, but not like a 20. Every week you have to defend your belt.
do a
It's
United
like an
States
open challenge. It's like an open challenge belt. You have to defend it every single week.
Yeah.
Get people on TV.
Get people over.
Yeah. I think it's better than just having like the tag belts just be obscure.
Just to like flesh that thought out a little
Yeah.
bit, it's like you have Liv Morgan with that belt.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan now is wrestling every woman on the roster for, I don't know, 6 or 7 weeks. A good,
And I think
successful
what's
run.
cool about it too is like, you don't gotta say which brand.
No, you just go. You just
You
wrestle.
have to be on one of the brands
And
every
then
week.
when you lose, if you had a good, successful run, you're like, well, I had my shine here. Time to go for the
Time to
big
go
boy.
up, yeah.
Like time to go
Yeah.
for the big boy. So
Exactly.
it does play.
Yeah, it
it
works.
absolutely plays. WWE just is attached to the tag belts
Yeah,
or something.
I don't know why. It was because it was a good idea. It was.
At the time, yeah. But like everything else,
It was a good idea earlier.
Sometimes
was the
it's
thing.
gotta go.
Yeah, it was a good idea. They done it a year early.
Yeah.
Great idea. You had the belts. You had like other teams. Now you have nothing. You barely have nothing. You can't do a women's Royal Rumble without bringing back your entire roster from 2014.
And like sure, and yeah, if they really like wanted to showcase their talent, and I know they could never do it, but like make the women 20.
Yeah.
Just showcase the women you have.
barely have 20.
Yeah, but you could though.
No, you can make 20. Use NXT, you can make 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, geez, I don't know.
I guess one thing we didn't talk about a little bit is they hinted at Rey Mysterio throwing out Dominic. So they did all the eliminations. Rey flips Dominic out. And he's like, you can't trust anybody. It's the Royal Rumble. So I think the Royal Rumble is where we get the turn, and that goes to the Mysterios at Mania. I think Dominic throws out Rey.
Yeah, we'll grab a pretzel during that one.
Yeah. The match is happening at Mania.
100%.
Just get ready for it.
Just
Dominic versus Rey is happening at Mania. I just think this is how they start getting to it.
Yes.
So
But they've been kind of getting to it.
Yeah, I can't really confirm that. I have no reason to.
No, but
it seems.
If
that
it's
way.
not in Mania, like,
yeah,
we're dragging this.
Yeah, to SummerSlam, or maybe just don't do it.
Just, at that point, just don't do
But
it. If
they're
it's not in
gonna-
Mania, don't do it.
But they're gonna do it.
100%.
And then let's touch on 2.0 a little bit because we didn't really talk NXT this week. LA Knight is back, the full swing of things.
Let me talk to you.
A restraining order angle. That's interesting. Love that.
Yeah,
So
man.
Grayson Waller, restraining order on LA Knight.
I love it. I love it.
He's got Veer as a security guard.
I mean, that's like the perfect.
Whoever that guy is.
That's like the perfect thing for Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
It's like,
He's
well,
almost.
don't come near me.
Yeah,
like,
restraining order.
you attacked me. You brutally attacked me after my match. Like, it's perfect.
Do you ever think Loomis is going to get a win again?
No.
Yeah, Loomis is done.
No.
Yeah, thought so. Maybe Loomis.
Maybe
goes
that's
up.
Cleveland. No, just kidding.
He goes with Johnny.
Yeah,
part of the family.
He calls out one of the Rangers.
Yeah. So, the Dusty Classic began.
Yes.
and rolling strong as predicted by us, the Creed brothers.
Train, perform, become. All become, perform, become.
And
I don't like that. I think it should be train, perform, become.
Okay, well it's not.
It's not. I'll have to email Malcolm about that.
Yeah, you'll have to let him know.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him about that.
But anyway, Brooks and Jensen eliminated. Briggs and Jensen, not Brooks and.
I mean, this.
They're big. They're talented.
They're okay.
They're
good. I would say they're good.
They're good on 2.0.
I would say they're good and no more and no less.
Yeah, they're exactly what 2.0 is supposed to do. Like, develop new guys.
Yeah, there's not the Creeds.
No.
That's all it is. So
the Creeds are freak athletes.
Yeah, there's monsters.
And my pick to win the whole thing.
Absolutely.
But we'll see.
I don't even know who else has a shot, to be honest.
I think, here, I'll read you the...
There's like Malik Blade and...
It's MSK. Oh, hold on.
Ederson Noah. Oh, you get the ads?
Yeah, the ads on this freaking
site. They
just
turn themselves on.
Yeah, it's so annoying. So we got MSK, Jacket Time,
Okay.
Blade and Inoue.
Inoue, yeah.
They won. They beat Legato via distraction. From Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Briggs.
So we are doing Santos and Breaker. I do like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
So we got Malik and Edris moved on. So they're in the semifinals. Then you got GYV.
Okay. Who are they voting?
Andre Chase and Hayward.
They're gonna win.
Yeah,
those two are gonna win.
Yeah. So
and then they're gonna lose to the Creeds.
MSK beats Jacket Time. MSK beats Blade and.
You think the Creeds fight MSK?
Yeah, and Creeds win. I think the Creeds win.
I think Jacket Time
beats
MSK
MSK.
more likely because they've kind of been like feuding without feuding for a while.
I think. Oh, you think MSK maybe with Imperium's not done yet?
No, I don't think so. I mean, no, because no, it has to be kind of.
I don't know.
Because Creed's winner and Imperium is that's how it goes, right?
Yeah,
if you win a cup, you get a shot, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Well.
That'll be a sick match.
Yes. Very talented.
Yeah. Don't the ads, man.
No, I can't even stop it.
Tell them to take it easy.
Bleacher, relax. Dante Chen versus Guru Raj happened. That was only to get Duke Hudson back.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah,
don't care about any of those people at all. Any of the three of them. Duke Hudson, Dante Chen, whatever. Guru Raj. I don't care about any of them. Get them out. It got rated a D by Bleacher Report.
Yeah, well,
Bleacher doesn't give D's. Everything gets an A or a B plus. This is
it's really bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's actually horrible now that we talk about it.
Yeah, it's horrible. They can't give people bad ratings.
No.
A good segment was Carmelo Hayes, Tony D, and Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
They're obviously not doing Tony D versus Carmelo right away.
No.
But in the future, promising.
I do like Grimes and Carmelo though, like we said before. That'll be a really good match.
Yeah. And then
a lot of charisma there.
Yeah, and then I guess really the only other talking point is Braun Breaker. He interfered, you know.
Yeah.
And
as you do.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be
him and Santos.
Yeah, Santos. What a match that's gonna be.
Oh man, it's gonna be a hell of a match.
I like Ciampa a lot. I think Santos is a better wrestler.
I think Santos is the best wrestler in NXT.
Yeah.
And has been for a while, if you ask me.
I think that it's going to be even better than what he did with Ciampa.
Like I said, still I know we differ, but I still like the first one better.
Yeah, but
personally.
Still, you look at both those matches, really good. This might be better.
I think the body shape works better too.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more similar.
Yeah.
I mean, Breaker still got him, obviously.
Breaker's still jacked. Yeah.
But Santos is a bigger guy.
Yep.
Moves around well.
Yeah, and then I guess the final talking point of the episode, we didn't get to it, and we called him Walter.
Oh man.
Looks like we're in for a name change.
What's his name? Gunther?
Gunther
Stark?
Yeah, they're not doing that though.
No Stark?
Drop the Stark
Just
for World War II, associations.
Naval
Commander. German Nazi naval commander.
Is that what this was?
Yeah. They didn't know, I guess.
Oh.
Or they knew and thought they'd get away with it and got some backlash. But either way, we're going with Gunther.
Interesting.
Apparently, and this is on me for not being a dedicated NXT UK fan,
okay.
Walter has referred to himself as that before in NXT UK.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
I think it does make it a little better, because it might not be an official name change.
Yeah.
It might just be like a
something
like
else.
Alter ego.
Yeah, but
it might just be like the Gunther.
the Damien.
The Damien.
But
no, I think it's more just like a title. Maybe.
So that is weird. Walter is a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Walter is a fan favorite.
Yeah.
So I would hate for them to ruin Walter already before he gets a shot on, NXT, WWE, whatever they do.
Whatever it is.
Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a name change.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's just like Walter's kind of a weird guy.
Yeah. Walter's kind of a weird guy.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for this week in wrestling.
Exciting episode coming next week.
Yeah, next week,
Lots to talk
hopefully everything ties together and we can give you guys a
There's
more
gonna be a ton
concrete
to talk about.
Royal Rumble outcome.
Will be very tough for the new records starting this year between us.
So
Be some tough predictions.
we were like neck and neck.
Yeah.
What did we finish? 1 match apart, 2 matches apart?
Because you took one extra.
Yeah. So we finished 2 matches apart for the first year of the pod.
Yes.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Fingers kind of on the pulse of WWE. I know I'm starting bad.
Yeah, I think we're both starting bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll figure out something to do with the Rumble.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little more fair for both of us, because like you can't be like, oh, pick one person.
Well, maybe pick one and pick most of limbs. Maybe.
I
We'll
think it's
workshop it.
still tough, just because you don't know who's in it.
Yeah, we'll workshop it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out some kind of
But yeah, we'll
range maybe.
and we'll drop our takes, of course.
Of course.
Our live
Predictions.
takes will be posted.
Yes.
But other than that, WWE's got to tie it in somehow.
They've got to start closing some doors.
We got 1 Raw and 2 SmackDowns left.
Because after next Saturday, there's gonna be a lot of open doors, so they need to close some ones they have open right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
With that said, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Like and subscribe down below.
Mhm.
Comment.
Yep.
We're on Instagram and Twitter at @Wrestle_pod. The links for those are in the description, as well as we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Again, the links are in the description for those.
Yes, sir. And we'll be back.
We will be back
next week. Let us know what you want to see in the stew.
Yes, if you guys have any ideas for us to put behind us.
We're gonna go raid the WWE shop
Yes.
with the pay-per-view discount.
Yeah.
So let us
It's
know.
a good discount.
Mhm.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Peace.